In this video, I will take you through some highlights of this fast-growing city in southern Idaho and tell you exactly why it's a great place to start your real estate investment journey. Hi, it's Sylvia with My Wealth Builders Realty, where we cover all things related to residential real estate investing in the chart-topping Boise metro area of Idaho. Perhaps you're staring at your 401k nest egg, and the latest news on the stock market has you fretting over your quality of life once you're ready to retire. Or maybe you're tired of writing that hefty check to Uncle Sam and wondering not only A, what is the government doing with that money anyway? And B, how do I minimize the amount that they take in the first place? Or maybe you're a successful business owner looking for somewhere advantageous to park your hard-earned money and make it work for you. Whichever one you are, if you're ready to take control, let me show you how residential real estate investing in one of the fastest growing markets can help you grow your disposable income, build your net worth, and leave a legacy for those coming after you, all while saving you money on your next tax return. That is what this channel is all about. Today, I am giving you an overview of Nampa, Idaho, the perfect place to start your real estate investment journey. We will cover, first, where is Nampa and what is significant about it? 2, what is it like to live and work here? And 3, why would you want to start your real estate investment journey here? Back when Idaho was just a twinkle in my husband's eye, the population of the whole state of Idaho was 1.3 million people. We lived in San Diego, California at the time. Population of San Diego, 1.3 million. Since then, Idaho has made tremendous gains in population growth. In fact, it's been one of the fastest growing states in the nation. A whopping 80,000 people moved to the gem state in 2019. And of course, we know that thousands more followed during the pandemic migration of 2020. But why? Why did they choose to move here? One of the major catalysts for this influx of people has been a strong economy, and while high demand and low supply of housing has eroded affordability, Idaho remains a favorite due to the low crime rates, to the mild weather, and the political climate. Two indicators of a strong economy are low unemployment and high growth of jobs. As of this recording, the unemployment rate for Idaho sits at 2.8%. while the national average hovers at 3.5%. This table here demonstrates that annual job growth in Idaho has outpaced the U.S. job growth by twofold. Although growth in other areas of Idaho can't be denied, the Boise metro area of Idaho was a shining star. The Boise metro area, or the Treasure Valley as it is fondly referred to, consists of 5 counties. You have Ada County that houses Boise, the capital of Idaho. You have Canyon County, where Nampa is. You have Gem County, Owyhee County, and Boise County. This area's latest population estimates show that 46,000 people plus moved to this area after the last census of 2020, bringing the population to just about 811,000 people. Job growth in the Treasure Valley got key boosts from major employers like Amazon and Meta, aka Facebook, and Micron Technologies here locally. Amazon recently opened a fulfillment center in Nampa and a sorting facility in Boise, bringing about 3,000 jobs to the local economy. And Meta will be employing mainly data engineers that will be bringing in about $155,000 a year. And of course, there's Idaho's sweetheart Micron Technologies, who plans to invest $15 billion to bring the manufacturing of these memory chips back to Boise, Idaho. So what about Nampa? Nampa is the 3rd largest city in Idaho, and it is located in Canyon County, as mentioned before. The most recent population estimates show that the population is right around 117,000 people. Estimates show it growing at 5% annually, but since 2020, it has actually grown 15.78%. And jobs continue to grow in Nampa as local employers continue to thrive. Aside from Amazon, Nampa can count on Lactalis, the cheese manufacturer for Galvani cheese, Amalgamated Sugar, Costco, and Walmart, as well as the two major hospitals in the area, St. Alphonsus and St. Luke's. In relation to its neighbor to the east, Nampa has always been the more affordable. And as prices have dramatically increased, those in Idaho and those moving in from out of state have started fixing their eyes toward the west. Ultimately, we know that cities are populated by people. And if there is nothing to do in that city, then people will just move along. So let's talk about what the city of Nampa has to offer and why people want to live here. First, the fun stuff. Every city has a downtown, and Nampa isn't any different. You can find just about everything in downtown Nampa. Swanky bars with live nightly music, weekly farmers markets in the summer, and at Christmas, fun activities for the whole family. Nampa also has its own event center, the Idaho Ford Center, and you can watch live concerts, listen to public figures speak, watch sports, and of course, attend the favorite Snake River Stampede Rodeo. There are a few museums, most notably the Train Depot Museum in downtown Nampa and the Warhawk Air Museum at the Nampa Airport. The city of Nampa takes great pride in maintaining their local parks. If you like nature, hit up Lake Lowell for some fishing, or check out the Deer Flat Wildlife Refuge. If you have loftier tastes, you can practice your golf swing at one of the 3 local golf courses, or you can go wine tasting at one of the local wineries. There's plenty to do here, but you might be asking yourself, what does the day-to-day living look like? Where do people get their groceries? Where do they send their kids to school? Etc. Nampa offers a variety of major retailers and small businesses. Marketplace has all your major players: Costco, Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, Target, among others. Also in Nampa, you can find Albertsons, Grocery Outlet, Dollar Tree. Major fast food is all here, including for you Californians, the beloved In-N-Out Burger that's bringing 3 locations to the Treasure Valley. Nampa has several options for education. We have a variety of charter schools and private schools. And for college education, we have Northwest Nazarene University and CWI, which is the local junior college option. NBSU, with its blue turf, is only about 20 minutes away. Nampa has 2 major hospital systems with campuses throughout the area. We have St. Alphonsus and St. Luke's. So if you pictured a covered wagon climbing over the snowy mountainside to deliver supplies and sundries, great news! That is not the case. You will not go without a Nampa. So now that I've told you how good those who live in Nampa have it here and why are more to follow, let's talk about who lives here, and more importantly, who rents here. Here are some quick demographics. The median household income is $68,000, 34% of the population rent, and the median age is 33 years old. Ever heard of millennials? Hello! Only the largest generational group who is surpassing baby boomers. And they need somewhere to live. In the U.S., 35% of the population are renting. That's up from 32% just 3 years ago. Sadly, I believe that home ownership will continue to decline as housing continues to be scarce, and Nampa won't be any different. Builders are slowing down their construction as rates and high inflation costs make it more expensive to build homes, which is leading to a lower supply of housing that is desperately needed. And homeowners with an average of 3% interest rates are reluctant to give up that rate and subsequently take on a 7% rate if they were to move, also keeping supply down. And of course, our poor buyers who were looking at a 3% rate on an average of a $300,000 loan, they were looking at a payment of $1,265 principal and interest, versus today, for that same $300,000 loan at a 7%, they're looking at a whopping $1,995 per month. That's a $700 difference on the same loan. Many prospective buyers are saying, no, thank you. I will continue to rent. But what does it mean to rent? As of September 5th, 2023, the median rent in Nampa, Idaho for a 3-bedroom is $1,895. For a 2-bedroom is $1,325. And for a 1-bedroom, you are looking at $1,245. And let's talk about what's going in Boise, because I did mention at the beginning of this video that a lot of people are finding it hard to afford Boise, so they're moving into Nampa. So what does a 3-bedroom in Boise rent for? A 3-bedroom, you're looking at $2,075. For a 2-bedroom, you're looking at $1,495. And for that same 1-bedroom, you're looking at $1,379. Now, let's look at the U.S. for some context. So what's going on in the major cities in the U.S.? Median rents in the U.S. for that same 3-bedroom, you're looking at $2,229. And for the 2-bedroom, you're looking at $1,900. And for the 1-bedroom, you're looking at $1,610. So let's bring this home. What does this mean to you, my investor friend? 1. Nampa's population is growing significantly compared to other cities in Idaho and in the U.S. and the economy will continue to be strong for the next 7 years. Number two, Nampa is highly livable and more affordable than other major players in Idaho and many other cities in the U.S., making it more likely that people will continue to move here. Three, the lack of supply and high interest rates indicate that those who are renting will continue to rent, and those getting ready to fly the nest will probably not be able to buy, making them more likely to rent instead. All that to say that rentals in this area will continue to be sorely needed. And if good people like you who have the means to invest in residential real estate, admittedly one of the best investments out there, can take up the challenge and provide this housing, why wouldn't you? All right, my friends, now that I've convinced you that Nampa is the place to start your real estate investment journey, let's talk about what words you may hear as you begin this process. Check out this next video where I go over some of the major terms and vocabulary that you are going to encounter on your investment journey. They're not as scary as you think, I promise. Catch you on the next one.